Dear students, welcome you all for the second session of the second chapter of Direct Tax 2, first semester Mangalore University. So in this session, we are going to discuss various admissible expenses under section 30 to 37. So my presentation will be firstly on admissible expenses, then on other deductions. So let's discuss what are the various admissible deductions or expenses under section 30 to 37, which can be deducted from the profit. All these expenses are special expenses which require special treatment. So first one, expenses in respect of business premises. So if the business itself has any staff quarters or business premises, then if there is any expense related to that, then it is treated as admissible expenses. What are those expenses? It can be rent related to business premise, or repairs, or municipal taxes, or insurance premium. So provided one condition is there, assessee occupies it as a tenant. Okay, assessor should be the tenant, so he should be there, or his employee should be there in the house. Then only you can claim such expenses, or you can deduct such an expenses. Otherwise, the business cannot deduct such a certain those expenses. Then repairs and insurance of machinery, plant and furniture used for business. So if the business has any repairs or insurance taken for machinery or plant and furniture which is used for the business purpose, then such expenses can be deducted from the profit. Then depreciation. So depreciation of course can be deducted from the profit, but it should be allowed by the income tax. So income tax will specify how to calculate the depreciation and also what is the allowable depreciation. Then fourth one, expenditure on scientific research. So if any business incurs any expenses on scientific research, then there is a special deduction, weighted deduction for such expenses. So first one is for scientific research, it is 150%. That means if you are spending 1 lakh, you can claim up to 1,50,000 as deduction. This is only to promote scientific research in in-house industry itself, in-house business itself. Then for social science or statistical research, it is 100% of the total amount. So how much amount you spend, that much can be deducted. Then fifth one, contribution to national laboratory. So if any business contributes to national laboratory, then as in the form of contribution or in the form of donation, then it can claim 150% of that amount. So that is again to promote the research in India. So the business houses can claim up to 150%. Then expenditure on in-house research. If the business organization has in-house research team or in-house research facilities and they promote research within the business premises, then they can claim up to 150% of the amount. If they spend 1 lakh, they can deduct 1,50,000 as deduction from the profit. Now let's go to the other deductions. So insurance against risk of damage of stocks. If the business organization has taken insurance with the risk in mind that there may be damage for the stocks, and that insurance which has been taken can be claimed as a deduction. Then health insurance paid by check on the health of the employees. The health of the employees is very important to the organization. If the organization takes any health insurance on the health of the employees, then that also can be deducted. Then remuneration to employees. Any remuneration to employees in the form of salary, bonus, commission, or anything can be claimed as a deduction. Then interest on loan borrowed for business. If the business borrows loans for the business itself, business purpose, then whatever the interest may be, it can be claimed as deduction. Then any contribution towards RPF, that is Recognized Provident Fund. Then approved superannuation fund, which is for the benefit of the employees, and also staff welfare scheme, again for the benefit of the employees, and also gratuity fund. So if the business houses makes any contribution to all these funds, they can claim deduction from the profit. Then bad debts written off. So bad debts written off, why the companies write off bad debt? Because it cannot be recovered. So in that case, they have to write it off. So such expenses can be claimed as deduction. Then expenditure on income tax proceedings. So if the business houses has taken any proceedings on income tax like filing, assessment, or appeals, then whatever the expenditure that they have incurred on this appeal or assessments or filing, that can be deducted from the profit. Then of course advertisement also can be deducted from the profit. Then normal business expenditures, which is mentioned under section 37. So any normal expenditure, for example purchase of property, all these things, rent, rates, taxes, all these which are related to business can be claimed as deduction under section 37. So that's all from this session. Thank you for watching this video.